please. Rebecca Kirsten. George Knight. Derek LaRock. Nicholas Mann. Riley Martin. Luke McGowan. Kyle McNally. Emma Metallic. Laura Metallic.
What? After this is done?
Felicity Monteith. Jeremiah Moraz. August Morrison. Spencer Murray. Cassandra Miles. Jasmine Nicholson. Sabrina Normand. Alex Willett. Dominic Willett. Lucas Wazette Willow. Tyler Parody. Dylan Parker. Jasmine Perron. Kelsey Petrick Arsenault. Michael Rio. Dara Ryan. Shaya Sark. Kaylee Saucier. Haley Savoy. Carlo Terrio. Oakley Wiseout Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, it is in this part in the ceremony that we award prizes for the highest standing in grade 12 courses, university scholarships, other prizes, and bursaries. At this time, we wish to express a very sincere thank you to local individual companies and organizations who, by their generosity, have made this part of today's ceremony possible. The first category is awarded to the graduation prize list for highest standing in grade 12 courses by graduating students. The first prize for highest standing in nutrition and health and living, 12-0, donated by Tim Hortons, is awarded to Mackenzie Cooley. Next, the Boston McGraw and Associates Limited, and Sugarloaf Faculty Prize for highest standing in Native Studies 12-0, Physics 12-2, and in Intro to Environmental Science 12-0, all go to Emma Metallic. Next, we have the Campbellton Auto Supply Napa Prize for highest standing in Auto Electrical Systems 12-0. This prize is awarded to Chase Croswell. The City of Campbellton Prize and the Sugarloaf Faculty Prize for highest standing in Individual Family Dynamic 12-0 and Canadian History 12-2 are both awarded to Riley Martin. Next, we have the SSHS Faculty Prize for highest standing in Residential Finish 12-0. The winner is Carlo Terrio. The Dairy Queen Prize for highest standing in Theater Arts 12-0 is presented to Nicholas Barnaby. The SSHS Faculty Prize, the Tim Hortons Prize, and the Boston McGraw Associated Limited Prize for highest standing in Chemistry 12-2, Pre-Cal A 12-0, Pre-Cal B 12-0, Biology 12-2, English 12-2, and Media Studies 12-0 are all presented to Jesse Buchholder. The Sugarloaf Senior High School Faculty Prize for highest standing in Culinary Technology 12-0 goes to Alexander Allard. The Tim Hortons Prize and the Dairy Queen Prize for highest standing in Post-Intensive French 12-0 and Reading Tutor 12-0 go to Cassandra Miles. The Dairy Queen Prize for highest standing in Foundations Math 12-0 and Reading Tutor 12-0 go to Mindy Lee Croswell. The Sugarloaf Faculty Prize for highest standing in English Language Arts 12-3 goes to Wilford Condo. The Tim Hortons Prize for highest standing in Child Studies 12-0 goes to Haley Savoy. The Sugarloaf Senior High School Faculty Prize for highest standing in law 12-0 goes to Sage Bernard. The Burt Music Shop and Sugarloaf Senior High School Faculty Prize for highest standing in media productions 12-0 and visual arts 12-0 are both presented to Audrey Arsenal. The SSHS Faculty Prize for highest standing in FI Language Arts 12-0 is presented to Rebecca Kierstead. The Dairy Queen Prize for highest standing in FI World Issues 12-0 is presented to Kyle McNally. J.M. Arsenault Bureau Plus and Tim Hortons Prize for highest standing in Business Office Management 12-0 and Digital Productions 12-0 are both presented to Samuel Farrar Granton. The Mundell Service OK Tire Prize for highest standing in tune-ups and emissions 12-0 is presented to Alex Willett. The Dairy Queen Prize for highest standing in cooperative education 12-0 is presented to Kristen Adams. The Sugarloaf Senior High School Faculty Prize for highest standing in World Issues 12-0 and Digital Productions 12-0 is presented to Felicity Monteith. The Village of Tidehead Prize for highest standing in political science 12-0 is awarded to George Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I would like to ask Mr. Jamie Day to please come to the stage. Mr. Day will be presenting the Restigouche Prize of the retired New Brunswick teachers of Restigouche to a deserving graduate not yet recognized. And this year's winner is Luke McGowan. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we will be presenting the university, college, and scholarships that have been awarded to this year's graduating class. First, the St. Thomas University Student Leadership Scholarship, valued at $13,500 over 4 years, and the St. Thomas Achievement Award, valued at $1,000, and the Monsignor George Martin Bursary, valued at $1,000, are all awarded to Kyle McNally. A St. Thomas University Renewable Annual Scholarship valued at $4,000 over 4 years is awarded to Spencer Murray. A St. Thomas University Renewable Achievement Scholarship valued at $4,000 over 4 years is awarded to Dara Ryan. An Eastern College Fredericton Entrance Scholarship valued at $1,000 is awarded to Sage Bernard. A Mount Allison University Entrance Scholarship valued at $2,000 over 4 years is awarded to Luke McGowan. A Mount Allison University Entrance Scholarship valued at $2,000 over 4 years, and an entrance bursary valued at $1,500 is awarded to Felicity Monteith. A University of New Brunswick Governor Thomas Carleton Scholarship valued at $1,000 is awarded to Haley Savoy. A University of New Brunswick Allison McMillan of Black Point, New Brunswick Scholarship valued at $2,000 is awarded to Rebecca Kierstead. A University of New Brunswick William and Lois Payne Founder Scholarship valued at $1,500 is awarded to Cassandra Miles. And a New Brunswick College in Craft and Design Entrance Scholarship valued at $1,000 is awarded to Alexandra Allard. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the final category and awards are other scholarships and bursaries. We will begin with the James A. Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by the Restoration Society of Retired Teachers. This year's recipient is Cassandra Miles. Next, we have the Tidehead Senior Scholarship, which is awarded to Samuel Farrar Cranny. The Gertrude Henniger Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Paige Claridge. A second Gertrude Henniger Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Sage Bernard. The first of two A.B. Cell scholarships is awarded to Dara Ryan. The second A.B. Cell scholarship is awarded to Audrey Arsenault. The first of two Campbellton Lion Club's awards is presented to Mackenzie Cooley. The second Campbellton Lions Club award recipient is Chase Croswell. The Boyd Nickel Memorial Athletics Scholarship is awarded to Kyle McNally. The John Jewett Memorial Scholarship is presented to Alexander Allard. The George and Lulu Mann Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Spencer Murray. Our next award is the Dr. Masters Proficiency Health Scholarship. Dr. Masters was born in 1929 in Mombasa, Kenya. He obtained his medical degree from Grant Medical College in Bombay in 1954, where he undertook a surgical internship. From 1956 to 1963, he practiced as a family physician in Uganda. In 1963, he served a term as president of the Ugandan Medical Society. From 1964 to 66, Dr. Masters undertook residency in general surgery, first in Uganda, then in Glasgow, Scotland. From 1967, he was a lecturer in surgery at Maker University in Uganda. From 1973 to 75, Dr. Masters worked at the Victoria General Hospital in Halifax as senior resident and chief resident in surgery. Then, in 1975, he moved to Campbellton, where he held a private practice until he retired. Dr. Masters always believed in the Friends of Healthcare Foundation. This is why he recently made an important donation to create a proficiency scholarship and encourage local students to pursue their studies in healthcare-related fields. For this, we wish to thank Dr. Masters. The recipients of the Dr. Matthews Proficiency Health Scholarship are Sage Bernard, Megan Canty, Mindy Lee Croswell, The Branch 1538 MBTA Scholarship is awarded to Dara Ryan. The RBC Financial Award is presented to Mindy Lee Croswell. The Harry F. Patterson Scholarship, which comes from the income of the estate of Robert P. Patterson, father of the donor and a former resident of Campbellton, to date, which has granted the Sugarloaf Senior High School graduates in excess of over $220,000. The winners this year are Rebecca Kierstead, Cassandra Miles, Mackenzie Cooling, Mindy Lee Croswell, Kyle McNally, Spencer Murray, Dara Ryan. Next we have the Joseph and Edna Sanfilippo Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was made possible through the generosity of former Tidehead residents Joseph and Edna Sanfilippo. We would like to personalize their gratitude by providing a brief glimpse into their lives of these generous benefactors. Joseph Sanfilippo was born in Italy and immigrated to New York City at about age 5. He studied classical music, piano, and organ, pursued a career at many levels in New York City. He talked of meeting many great composers and artists during his time and performing at such venues as Radio Music City Music Hall, Columbia University commencement ceremonies, Madison Square Gardens, and he often went out to the Hamptons on Long Island to entertain for parties of the rich and famous. In his later years, he performs in the nightclub circuit in Manhattan. Edna Ferrer Sanfilippo was born and raised in Campbellton. Her family later moved and built a house in Tidehead. Edna left the area to study nursing in New York City, which is where she met Joe. The couple married and moved back to the area and opened the Sanfilippo Motor Lodge, directly across from the Ferrer residence, which they eventually owned. Edna ran Sanfilippo for many years, while Joe went back and forth to New York City to continue his music career. Having no children of their own, in 1994, their wills were prepared, setting up an agreement to establish the Joseph and Edna Sanfilippo Memorial Trust Fund, the net income from which was to be paid to worthy graduates of Sugarloaf Senior High School. At the time of the establishment of the trust in March 2000, the initial value was over $345,000. The trust is structured so that it is set to increase over time, while at the same time providing income sufficient to give a variety of scholarships to students in the graduating year. In the 15 years since the trust began paying out, over $270,000 has been provided to students of Schuylkill Senior High School. Today we are pleased to offer 13 such San Filippo scholarships. The first of which is presented to Rebecca Kierstead. The second award winner is Sage Bernard. Next we have Chase Croswell. The next recipient, Cassandra Miles. Mindy Lee Croswell. Audrey Ursula. Kyle McNally. Mackenzie Cooling. Haley Savoy. Spencer Murray. Dara Ryan. Alexander Allard. And this year's final recipient, Samuel Ferrer. Next we have the Lou Bursey Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by the Campbellton Rotary Club. And this year's award winner is Kyle McNally. Next, the Francis T. Smith Scholarship, sponsored by the Campbellton Nursing Home, is awarded to Audrey Arsenault. Next, we have the Jean-Marc J.O. Willette Memorial Scholarship, which is awarded annually to a student that is active in athletics, student leadership, and extracurricular activities. This scholarship is awarded to a student that best exemplifies the late Jean-Marc Willette in both spirit and action. This year's recipient is Haley Savoy. Our next award is the Diane Galley Mentorship Award. The Diane Galley Mentorship Award is presented to a graduating student from Sugarloaf Senior High School. This award is donated by former Sugarloaf Senior High School athlete Leah Murray and is named after Diane Galley, who has been a longtime volunteer mentor and leader at Sugarloaf Senior High School in many areas, especially in athletics. Diane is famous for her phrase, "How can I help?" And this award is represents the positive influence that Diane has made on so many people and in one key criteria in order to be selected. This year's recipient, Cassandra Miles. Next, we have the Glenn Levitt St. Anthony's Catholic Women's League Award, which is presented to Audrey Arsenault. At this point, I would like to call upon Renelle Hickey from the Youth Priority Center to help present our next award. The Youth Priority Center Award for 2007 goes to Chase Croswell. The first of 3 Atholville Winter Carnival Committee bursaries is awarded to Felicity Monteith. The second bursary is awarded to Madison Gray. And the final bursary is awarded to Sage Bernard. The first of 2 Flatlands Women Institute Alma B. McDonald Memorial bursaries is awarded to Chase Croswell. The second recipient, George Knight. The Capitol Theater Volunteer Scholarship is awarded to Audrey Arsenault. The Restigouche CBDC Scholarship is awarded to Madison Gray. The Jeunesse Musicale Dalhousie Scholarship is awarded to Luke McGowan. At this point in the ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to make special note of the Rudy Award. Although this award is no longer granted, it was valued at $10,000 over 5 years, and it continues to be renewed annually by previous winners. This award has contributed over $60,000 to former Sugarloaf graduates. This upcoming year, the Rudy Award will be granted to previous winners Mallory Irving, Zachary Parker, and Trevor Price. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this part of the ceremonies. We'd ask you to give a big round of applause to all our graduates.
I will now ask Mr. O'Toole, principal of Sugarloaf Senior High School, to say a few words and present some more student awards. Mr. O'Toole?
Thank you, Ms. Cameron. Look at this. I'm going to bring this up. Oh, I'm tall now. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Weldia Seluk Liek to our 2017 graduation ceremony. District Education Committee Chair Michael Mortlock, Director of Education Support Services Lynn Orser, Chief Darcy Gray, Mayors Engelhardt and Hunter, invited guests, parents, relatives, friends, teachers, and grads, welcome. I would like to begin by giving thanks to the many individuals, businesses, organizations, and service clubs who so graciously support Sugarloaf Senior High School throughout the year, so that we can run the wide variety of activities that benefit our students. From cooperative education worksite placements to sponsorship of our breakfast program, students from Sugarloaf Senior High School benefit greatly from your support. I'd also like to thank you, the parents, guardians, and friends of our graduates, for the support you provided to our staff during your graduates' years with us. Sugarloaf Senior High School extends our thanks to all Anglophone North School District office staff. The assistance we receive helps us deliver the best possible education to all students. Mr. Ryan, our Vice Principal, and I would also like to thank our teachers for the incredible amount of work and hours you put in to better our students throughout the year. And in particular, Mr. Lyle Whitty, who is retiring after over 30 years of service. To our administrative assistant, Ms. Naomi Henniger, our custodians, educational assistants, librarians, and our parent support school committee members, thank you for your efforts to make the lives of our students better. It is about the collective effort of all of you that have impacted each student here today. This is an exciting day for Sugarloaf Senior High School, our community, as we recognize the accomplishments of the class of 2017 and sadly wish them farewell. Graduation is an event that brings our communities together to celebrate your accomplishments. Your diploma today symbolizes your ability to persevere through tough times, overcome obstacles, and reach high academic standards. This year's graduating class of 2017 has added another proud chapter in the rich history of our school and our communities. This year's graduating class, as you just saw, has been collectively awarded thousands of dollars in various scholarships, grants, and awards. Now to you, graduates. In your journey through Sugarloaf Senior High School, you're fortunate enough to build relationships with people who challenge you to demand more of yourself. Many years from now, it is likely these people will be the ones you most vividly remember. Perhaps it was the teacher who challenged you to think on a higher level and who wouldn't let you use your mistakes as excuses to fail. It is likely that this teacher expected more of you. Sure, there were times, I can imagine, you were frustrated. But in the long run, you know that these lessons will impact you throughout your life. Or maybe there was a coach who pushed you not to be satisfied with anything less than your best effort, who gave you opportunities to shine, and who showed confidence in your unique talents. Or there could have been a friend in school who stood by you and who was always there to give you honest advice when you most needed it. This friend believed in you when others didn't, and always appreciated you for who you are. Nothing that is worth celebrating is accomplished without enduring tests of personal strength and commitment. Perseverance is evident in many hours each of you has spent, and I know this by seeing you running around, studying for your final exams, cramming to meet deadlines. Can you shove that in the teacher's mailbox for me, please? Thank you. Preparing end-of-the-year projects, and completing the countless other tasks set before you in your high school years. Graduates, we have to give special thanks to the many volunteers and the staff and the parents and you who have prepared and planned for this amazing graduating year. We are a family here at Sugarloaf Senior High School. I tell that to you every year. You're my kids. And the staff has gone above and beyond to ensure that you have an amazing banquet, safe grad, prom, and of course today's graduating ceremonies. Thank you to the parents and students who gave their time and commitment to this grad class of 2017. In closing, I recommend that each of you take a look around you this afternoon. I have this morning written, this afternoon. And take the time to say 2 key words. Thank you. Thank you to your parents and guardians. Thank you to your teachers, and thank you to your friends. We are all proud of your accomplishments, and I'm not trying to look at one person because I'm going to start today, and we are confident that you will take the lessons learned here at Sugarloaf Senior High School wherever life's journey may take you. On behalf of the distinguished faculty, staff, and administration of Sugarloaf Senior High School, I extend my most sincere congratulations to all of you, our graduates, our family, and your family. I wish each of you, every one of you, the very best in your future endeavors, no matter where life's journey takes you. Thank you, Walaliek, and have a great day, everybody. Thank you. Now on to the student awards. I would like to now present 4 special awards to several deserving students. The first award is the Governor General's Academic Award, or medal, sorry. This medal, established in 1873, is awarded for academic excellence based on the highest overall averages in grade 11 and 12 combined. On behalf of His Excellency, the Right Honorable David Johnson, Governor General of Canada, I am pleased to present the academic medal to Jesse Hookholder. The next 3 awards are for students who have made outstanding contributions in all areas of school life. These students are organizers, leaders, and volunteers who made life more exciting and enjoyable for all of us at Sugarloaf Senior High School during their stay. First, the Burks Medal. This award is presented annually across Canada and recognizes a student who has made great achievements both academically and in extracurricular activities. This year's recipient is Cassandra Miles. The second award honors a former teacher at Sugarloaf Senior High School, Mrs. Joanna McCrae. The Joanna McCrae Memorial Award is given to a student who best exemplifies Joanna's many fine qualities. She was a high-quality, respected teacher who was involved in many aspects of school life. Her involvement was always carried out with enthusiasm. She believed in including everyone, both in the classroom as well as in extracurricular activities. She has always watched out for fairness. You could always count on her to be there. You could always count on her to be a leader when required. And you could always count on her to get the work done. This year, the Joanna McCrae Wall of Fame Award is justly awarded to Jessie Buchholder. Our third and final presentation is the Sugarloaf Senior High School Faculty Association Award. An achievement medal is awarded annually to one graduating student with high academic standing in recognition of a significant contribution to student government. This year's winner is Mindy Lee Croswell. This concludes our special awards portion program, and once again, thank you everyone.
Each year, the graduates of Sugarloaf select their valedictorian from among the top 5 academic achievers. This year, the honor goes to Jessie Buchholder.
Well, good morning to everyone who hauled themselves out of their nice, comfy beds this morning to attend this ceremony. Before I really get into my speech, I must sincerely welcome all staff, family, friends, and am I forgetting anyone? Oh, of course, the 2017 graduates of Sugarloaf Senior High School. So, would you look at this? Here we are. When I look at the people sitting around me who all eagerly waited for their name to get called over these speakers, I can't help but have endless flashbacks of memories and realize that we have been through a whole lot. Sometimes I think back to when the girls would sit around and play with their Barbies and their Polly Pockets, while the guys would fool around with their little Hot Wheels cars and Lego action figures. Oh, and that reminds me, I don't think I've fed my Tamagotchi in over 8 years now. Aside from that, I also recall how we used to play Foursquare together. Remember that one? And how we used to throw balls around the field as hard as we could during recess. However, we quickly grew up, and as time went on, slowly we changed, becoming more reliable, more responsible, and more mature. Now, all we need are little spinning toys to calm ourselves down. But when it comes down to it, we are a generation of change, an age group subcategorized in a larger group, millennials. Stereotypically speaking, we are reckless, entitled, lazy. However, I don't see that, especially not the materialistic part. All we want are the latest and best phones. Anyway, how could we possibly fit all those negative and incorrect labels that have been plastered on young people and still be sitting here today, patiently waiting to be handed our high school diplomas? It's simple. We don't. We, as a graduating class, have worked hard to get where we are today, despite the unending turmoils going on in the rest of the world and the daily mayhem going on inside each of us. Although, I think they normally call that teenage hormones. We continue to trek forward through life, one 7 a.m. alarm after another. It's amazing, really, to think that just 4 years ago, we walked through the doors of SSHS for the first time, frightened by the mere size of our school. We didn't know how to navigate the hallways, and seeing the big kids sent just a slight wave of intimidation through our young selves. I mean, Who could blame us? Being acne-prone, confused minor niners is not the most confidence-enhancing situation to be in. But step by step, year by year, we climbed the food chain, doing all that was necessary to get where we are today. Frankly, I can't help but relate it to climbing the Sugarloaf Mountain. Getting up there can be brutal, but once you've reached the top and probably sprawled out on the rocks wondering how you're still alive, you think about your walk up and you realize it wasn't even that bad. Or maybe it was actually awful. But either way, you made it to the top, and now you have a beautiful view to look out at. Campbellton. But on a more serious note, I believe that our time in high school has taught each and every one of us important life lessons. And no, I'm not talking about the quadratic formula. I'm talking about skills we actually will use in the real world. Communication, time management, teamwork, and even how to write an entire 4-page essay the night before it's due. Hate to break it to you, teachers, but yeah, we all did that. Anyway, all jokes aside, even though that last part was far from being a joke, I would like to give a challenge to all the people who attended this graduation ceremony today. My challenge to you is to look at both myself and my peers who are transitioning into completely new chapters of our lives and realize what it took for us to get here. Realize that we've seen each other having intense struggles about not being able to get work done on time. Realize that we've put countless hours into both our classwork and our homework to get the double-digit numbers we need on our report cards to say that we passed. Realize that so often we have pulled ourselves together to work as a team to get things done and to help our classmates succeed along with ourselves. I can simply speak from my own perspective and watch through my own eyes the immense effort that I've seen these people wearing blue gowns today put into these past 4 years. But now that our years of high school have come to an end, most of us have at least a shred of an uncertainty about the future, which is okay. A few months from now, some of us will be going to university, others to college, and some of us will be taking a year off to work, which is also okay. And why? Why is that all okay? Because when I look at the people in my graduating class, I see each and every one of you as unique and important individuals who can accomplish absolutely anything you put your minds to. And I know that every single one of us here today has been told at some point in our lives, you'll never be able to do that. But I, as both your valedictorian and your friend, am telling you that you can. And I'm not only saying that because I have to. I'm 100% sure that all the loving family and ever so tolerant and immensely helpful teachers that have been there to guide us through our years of high school would agree that we deserve to be here today. In the grand scheme of things, it's just a matter of always keeping in mind that success is not measured by money, power, or fame. Success is measured by the positive impact you have on the lives of other people, and, to quote an inspirational author, Martin, by the opposition you have encountered and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. And on that note, I would like to close by giving a huge thank you to my now ex-peers for voting me in as valedictorian, and to everyone in the audience today who helped us get here.
Thank you, Jesse. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Queen. Thank you.